welcome back to Science. Today we're going to have a look at a little bit of a leaf investigation with our LO to investigate the importance of leaves. Now, last lesson we had a look at the plant, we identified the different parts of it, and we had a look at the functions, what they do, their job roles. So to start off with, I want you to pause this video and see if you can remember what links up with what. What job do the petals have? Do the leaves have? Give yourself about 5 minutes to do that. So you should have got the petals. They attract the insects and the birds to the plant. The leaves make food for the plant from CO2 and sunlight using that special word photosynthesis. The stem transports the water around the plant, and then the roots absorb the water and the minerals from the soil. So do you think plants can survive without leaves? Have a think. If there is someone else in your house, start your sentence off with I believe that. I believe that they can or they can't. And then see if you can explain your answer. To answer this question, we need to find out a little bit more about leaves. So I've got a drawing of a leaf here, and I've picked out some key things that I've noticed. I've got the veins, they come up the leaf, and they kind of are transporting all of the nutrients into the leaf. I've got the stalk that will come from the stem. I've got a brown patch. Now, can you remember what that brown patch meant? And then I've also just identified some description. They've got rough edges and it's large and oval. So what was the function of the leaf? Can you remember from last lesson? Fantastic, that's right, they make food. What do plants need to make food? They need several things to make their own food. The first thing is chlorophyll. It's the green pigment that's found in the leaves of the plant. They need light, either natural or artificial light. They also need carbon dioxide, which is what comes from our breath. They need water and they need nutrients and minerals. Plants make their own food in their leaves. It's a bit like a food factory. Leaves contain a pigment called chlorophyll, which colours the leaves green. So if you see a leaf that isn't as green as others, it means it's not got as much chlorophyll in. They can make the plant using they can make the food using carbon dioxide, water, nutrients and energy from sunlight, and this process is called photosynthesis. So today we're going to do an investigation. Do plants need leaves to survive? And how will we test this? How often will we observe the plants? And what do you think will happen? Now, I have got 4 plants, some foil, some paint. If you want to do this at home, make sure you have asked a parent to see if it's okay, because I don't want you going and painting all of their lovely plants in the garden. Make sure you have asked a parent first. I'm going to do it for us, and normally we would have done this as a class, so I'm going to do it for us in this week, and you can follow along with the video at home. So we are going to have 4 plants. The first plant is kind of our control plant. Nothing has changed. I haven't taken any leaves off. It's still got the flower on the top. This is our control plant. This is what we are going to compare it to. My next plant, I have removed all of the leaves and just left the flower, the stem and the roots in my pot. My third plant has had a bit of hair dye. It's got a lovely purple paint job over the leaves, covering the leaf, and everything else is the same. And then my 4th plant has got tin foil wrapping most of the leaves. If you're doing this at home, try and wrap all of them, and that will make sure that you're kind of covering them. And we're going to observe what happens over the next coming weeks. Before we start our investigation, we need to make a prediction. On the website, there is a worksheet for you to fill in, and it says, I predict that plant 1 will... What's going to happen? Is it going to get bigger? Is it going to get smaller? Is it going to turn green? Because, give me a reason why. Plant 2 will... I'm not sure what's going to happen to plant 2. Plant 3, because, and plant 4 will, because. I want you to come up with your own ideas as to what is going to happen to these plants. Now I've got 2 key words for you here. I've got chlorophyll and photosynthesis. See if you can include those in your predictions. Once you have made your prediction, we're going to start to sketch and describe the plants on day 1. We're going to observe what happens over the next following days, sketching and describing our observations in a chart, which can also be found on the school website. And I have done this experiment in advance, so you can see the changes during this video. So, day 1, I'm looking at this lovely plant here. I'm going to draw a very healthy plant. So I've got some lovely leaves. I'm drawing a very basic one, but I would like you to kind of show me the detail in the plant. And then we're going to write a little bit of descriptive. Right, there we go. And then we're going to write some descriptive words about this plant, thinking of the scientific knowledge. So, it's very green, which means it has lots of chlorophyll. It looks healthy. And it is stood upright. If I look at the roots, you can see that they are all kind of healthy inside as well. My second plant, without leaves, I might draw something a little bit like that. And then you're going to write the description underneath. My third plant has got purple leaves. And then you'll write the description. And then my fourth plant has got covered leaves. So I'm going to use black to show that they are covered. Once you've done that, continue the video to see what happens in the next couple of days.